Don't think that was the Halo theme song. Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new video. Today, it's not going to be quite Salty's 1 hour extravaganza. It's more of Salty's impressions of the Halo Infinite beta flight, whatever they've called it. My experience with the Halo Infinite beta multiplayer. So before we begin, a little history around me and Halo. I've played Halo 2, 3, 4, 5. Big fan of Halo Combat Evolved. I used to play that a lot on the PC. Played 2 and 3. Played 3 a lot on the 360 days. My god, that was a fun game to play as. And then eventually Bungie were done with the project, and I was sort of done. And then a few years ago, I finally picked up Halo 5 and was like, oh my god, what? And then played Halo 4 afterwards. I was like, oh, okay, yep, no, this is a thing. When it was added to 343, I don't think they did a very particularly good job. Gameplay-wise, it's fine, it's playable. Halo 4 and 5, I prefer 5. Halo 5 feels fine. I used to play it a lot on stream, but just story-wise, I wasn't too impressed or happy with. But that's mainly because Chief's story is done. So, you know, trying to continue a story that is done is never going to lead to success. Just look at the Matrix films. I mean, that story was done in the first one, then they carried it on, and now they're doing it, then it was done, and now they're carrying it on again. It's just like, the story is done. Where do you go from here? Also, Halo 5's just the same boss over and over and over again, and just multiple times. It was just... no. But Halo Infinite, okay, a lot of people have been excited for this game. This game's been in the works for a while. Probably a lot of stuff has happened. I don't know. But it's coming out in December, and they've released some server tests, multiplayer tests. And I finally, somebody, Keys, gave me an invite to one to try it out over this weekend. And I guess, judging when this video come out, it's Sunday, it's still going on. But I've played a few games, played a few hours of this, and here are my impressions of it. Yeah, it's good. Before I play this, I did play the Halo MCC Master Chief Collector on the PC, and that was an abysmal experience. It was bad. It felt like they didn't know how to port the games to a PC. Every time I loaded up a game, or I loaded up a new map from a different game, like, you know, you can play all the Halo games up until that point, except for 5, it would say you need to install a game, even though the game was, those games were fully installed. So I don't know what it was doing. Also, Halo Combat Evolved was just one I was really looking forward to. All the key bindings were just, I don't know what the key bindings were for that by default, but that was not good. And it was such a frustrating experience playing that, trying to sort that stuff out, that I uninstalled Halo Master Chief Collection off of my computer. So I was going into this very skeptical, especially from a PC player perspective. I like playing with a keyboard and mouse. Come at me, bro. Some people like playing with a controller. Good for you. We should be allowed to choose how we want to play the games we want to play. Going into this, I was fully expecting it to be a horrible experience being on keyboard and mouse. It wasn't. It was actually pretty good. The game runs fine on my PC. I'm running a 1660 Super. It looks gorgeous. Frame rate's about 90 frames per second, 110 field of view, but considering I've only got a 50 Hz monitor, it really doesn't matter too much. If you have a more powerful system, you're obviously going to get a higher frame rate, but it looks gorgeous. I don't know what the texture setting I had it on. It should be probably on screen at some point, but overall, it was enjoyable. It was probably the best playing Halo game since Halo 3. It feels even better than Halo 3. It feels so much better than Halo 5 and 4. It's like a pure evolution. It's improved. It was great. It was fantastic. I was having fun. It was all going well. Movement feels great. Moving around feels great. The big team battle feels great. It's like so much to do. Look around, all the vehicle stuff, jumping over as go. Just doing all this, finding all these weapons. Some weapons are better than others, obviously. And then playing in Slayer mode, like just team deathmatch and capture flags a bit. Unfortunately, you're gonna run into teammates who just want to kill and not play objectives. So That's always fun. But, you know, playing a Stand Slayer match was great. There is just one issue that has slightly ruined my experience. For every moment of joy and wonder, whenever I try to swap weapons using my mouse scroll wheel, it doesn't work most of the time. In fact, I have to do the action several times just to swap weapon. So, let's say you're in a firefight and you want to switch to your pistol because your assault rifle's running low on ammo, or it's run out of ammo. You want to switch weapons, it would start the animation but then go back to the weapon you're carrying. This would be a lot worse when it was in the reload, because the game has an auto reload function. As soon as you start reloading, you're like, no, I want to swap to my pistol because I'm in the middle of a fight, the guy's up close, I need to shoot him. You know, you'll swap to the weapon, i.e. the pistol, but it'll go back to the assault rifle, go back into its loading animation. You're like, no, switch, and it goes back into the assault rifle, goes back into the loading animation. You're like, no, switch. It was... they need to fix that. I know you can key bind it to a button, but again, I prefer using the scroll wheel. I should be allowed that option. Every other first-person shooter I've ever played allows me to have that option. Okay, maybe not some older games, but you know what I mean. Most modern games allow me to do that option. So it was definitely an annoying experience to be killed because half the time you weren't able to swap your weapon, and it feels at random. Like sometimes in a firefight, I'm able to easily switch. Sometimes when I'm not in a firefight, and I'm able to switch, and I have to do it like 4 times over. It's very frustrating, and hopefully they can get it fixed before the launch. So overall, I'm going to look forward to playing the multiplayer. It's coming out free, so that's good. It's going to have all the standard probably battle passes and stuff, and apparently it's going to be a grind. If it's too much of a grind, I'm not going to be fussed. Well, I'm going to be annoyed and probably won't put that too much effort into it because who has time? Come on now. But it's a good looking game. It feels great. It's just, please, I don't know why, but fix the mouse wheel, please. It feels like it's skipping. It's like I do it once and it feels like it's done it twice. So it just wants to go back to this the original weapon I was holding. I don't know. I don't know how you program this 343, but change it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Halo Infinite's multiplayer. As for the main game, since there's no co-op, I'm still very annoyed about that. But hey ho, at least it plays alright. So eventually when it gets co-op for the single player campaign, well, the campaign, you know, it's gonna play good, hopefully. It's definitely come a long way. It's just, why is weapon swap so hard? Why? Ah! Anyway, that's been my thoughts on the Halo Infinite multiplayer beta test flight. It's good. It's just very annoying on the weapon swapping. Picking up a weapon works perfectly fine. It's literally just the scroll wheel. Okay, game? Just the scroll wheel. Please. And if you're playing on controller, none of this even matters, and you're probably having the time of your life if you're playing on PC. From what I was hearing from my teammate who was playing on a Xbox Series, Xbox One X, he wasn't having a good time with the frame rate, but then he upped his field of view, and that somehow fixed the issue. So playing this on original Xbox One, oh god no, but you know, playing it on Xbox One X or even the Series S and X, you're gonna have a great time. PC, you're gonna have a great time. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment below your experience on the Halo Infinite multiplayer test flight, whatever it's called. I'm sure you had fun. Please go check out Keys EG. He is the one who gave me the code to play this, so go check out his channel if you love Halo, and I do mean love Halo. He does a lot of Halo content and some other first-person games as well, such as Apex. He's a proper tryhard. He's a lot better than Old Man Jarvis here, so go check him out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.
Morse. Marvelous. Together on the track. Let's go. Red sus, red sus. Red sus, red sus. Red sus, red sus. Red sus, sus. Red sus, red sus. Red sus, red sus. Red sus, red sus. Red sus, sus.